just found something else wrong. Oh, it's gonna keep happening whenever I do anything, it's gonna keep happening. Hello and welcome to a new video. This is my Honda FN2 Type I. If you haven't watched the last video, I suggest you go and watch it. Watch it, and that's the reveal of when I say I've just got myself a Honda. The first ever fast car I've really owned. Fast, I know you're probably going to be in the comments going, it's not fast, it's only 200 horsepower. But for me, this is a quick car. And I've just been for a drive in it, and it actually genuinely did make me feel a bit shaky. I just never driven anything that just keeps going. And if you've never driven one, I would probably say go and drive one. That is a lot of fun. We've already found a few issues. The bodywork on this car is very bad. There is a lot of lack appeal, more than what was advertised, more than what it looked like on initial inspection. It seems to have gotten worse overnight. But that's a red car for you, unfortunately. What else? Going into second gear. Second gear at 8,000 RPM is a bit... But I suppose when am I actually going to be sending it in first gear, going in second? I'm not a race car driver. I'll probably just see what it's like into third. But I won't be able to see what it's like into third until I actually get it on the motorway. Because the way this thing revs, I reckon that in second gear, you're probably going fair whack. But today, we are going to service the vehicle. We're going to check the fluids. We're going to test the brake fluid, test the clutch fluid, fill the washer fluid up, have a good visual inspection, and then write some things on a whiteboard and go from there. This car's probably going to be very bad. It's technically... How much is it? The swap deal means that this Type R was technically a £2,500 Type R, which probably means I've overpaid. But if we can have 6 months of fun out of it, maybe more, if it lasts and takes some abuse, we can be happy with it. That's all that matters, really. But yeah, thank you if you watched the last one. And yeah, get involved. This could be quite fun. Okay, so here we are underneath the Honda Civic Type R bonnet. We've topped up the screen wash, we've topped up the brake fluid and checked the concentration, checked the quality. The quality is okay, could be better. We're going to flush some race fluid into it. Engine-wise, it needs an oil change. We've got some bits over there. Auxiliary belts looking a bit tired, but it's not too bad. Battery is flat because I've just left the interior light on, which is fun. Air filter we're going to change. So yeah, I'm going to bring you a little bit closer and you can see. Engine oil is a very cheap job to do, so we're going to do the engine oil. Spark plugs, again, are a nice cheap job, so we're going to do those. Coolant, again, is a nice cheap job, so we're going to do that. Not today, this is for future. Air filter, cheap, we'll do that. We have calipers look okay. All shocks and suspension, there's no playing anything. CV boots are okay, drop links are okay. The flash is making everything look worse. Engine has no leaks or anything suspicious going on. It looks as it should do. We've got signs of an old coolant leak here, but no wetness anywhere at all. So that's okay-ish. Yeah, steering rack looks good. That's the decat downpipe. This was all loose, so I've actually nipped all this up. Terrifying. Why the fuck was that loose? Someone's just been bodging. Someone's took the cat off to sell the car to make more money, essentially. So yeah, we have everything looks okay. All the bushes are all solid. Even the lower arm bushes are solid. No sadness anywhere. They are rock hard on both sides, which is great. Exhaust. These bolts were shocking. These aren't much better, but I've put these ones on, which are actually the right thickness. And the exhaust is now tight. This exhaust was touching there, and now it doesn't. So that's an excellent, easy fix. So we're talking about rust. Can you see all that up there? That's not the rust I'm talking about though. That's the rust I'm talking about. Look at how clean it is inside. Look how clean the car is inside, right? So we genuinely do not understand why this section and this section alone is rotten. Because that's all as hard as it can be. It's already had a little patch here, but that's as hard as it can be. It's just this small square here. It makes no sense as to why that's rotten. Every other part of the car has been tested-ish with a screwdriver and it's passed. We had to undo this clamp, which is now on the floor dead. If you can see that, we undid the clamp there to give us some more wiggle room here. What I've done is I've put some Durco seal and I've smudged it into the edges. We're waiting on the clamp to arrive from GSF now. We'll get a nice new clamp on there, and the exhaust is fixed for now. But yep, all this has been tested and it's solid. I've scraped a load of paint off the bottom of the floor here, so that's why there's some lano guard there, just to protect the bit I've scraped. So you can see I've literally gone to town on everything. Everything has been scraped and hit with a hammer, and there's no holes anywhere else in the car. Even up here, it looks wet and rusty, but it's all completely solid, which I am grateful for. Everything's just surfacey. See that? It's just all surface rust. So what needs to happen in the future with this car is every little section needs to be scraped back and then treated and painted, which I thought I would have to do. It's not as bad as I thought. You can see all the way up there. It's no worse than a Golf, let's say. It's no worse than a Mark V Golf. The only thing you've got, see how crusty that is there, but it's all top skin. None of it has gone through. There's no holes anywhere apart from there. So this is all somewhat treatable. It all just needs, all the loose stuff needs coming off. It needs painting, lano guarding. All the loose stuff needs coming off, painting, lano guarding. I'm gonna have to do it section by section because it's a big job to do that. The rear axle, went to town on that, hit it with a hammer as hard as we could, smashed it with a screwdriver as hard as we could, and it's crusty, but it's solid, so we can at least say that's okay. Shock absorbers are shocking. Terrible, they're crusty, they need doing as well. Same with this one, crusty, needs doing as well. So this will get sorted eventually, but this is Jap life, supposedly. All the calipers and brakes are great, tyres are all great, but this whole sill down here, we've jammed a screwdriver all the way down here, no holes. So why the hell does it have a whocking hole there? It has a whocking hole. This here is double skinned, so the plan is we'll zip across this edge here, and we'll zip across there. We'll then zip across the bottom here, zip, 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 zip to about here, and we'll cut a square out, clean up all the rest of it, and we'll weld a patch in, and it'll be a nice, tidy job. Then we'll actually treat it properly and under seal over it, and then. Oh, the oil's very dirty. The oil filter's been done. You can see up there, I've got a nice MAN one, proper brand. Here's another fun thing. Wow, this is the car that keeps on giving at the moment, isn't it? It's got no air filter in it. But what the hell, man? That's shocking, isn't it? That is shocking. Good job I checked before I went out in it tomorrow. The spark plugs will be okay, but the air filter, that's just... No, I think that's just genuinely just taking the piss a bit. So we put an air filter in it. It should actually run a lot better now. Now it's got an air filter in it. Jesus, so bad that. Right, I'm done for the night. I'm done. I'm gonna come in tomorrow, tidy up. Another thing has uncovered itself. Since we fixed the exhaust and moved it all out of the way and made it excellent, and no leaks anymore, we have put a whocking big hole in it. Can you see there? It's been bodged before, and now it has a whocking big hole in it. Okay, so I've just had a go at this exhaust. Where the hanger was, the hanger's broken and caused all that metal to go funny. So what I've done is ground it all the way till it's sort of solid again. We have to make a patch which goes over that. And once we put the patch on, put the hanger back on. Look at that. Right, so I'm no fabricator, as you can probably tell. So I've made this patch here. That's literally ready to go down the road now for a bit of a weld. Get this patch welded on. We're on the Honda again. We are going to do the exhaust because it's so loud. We're going to change this rated back box kit to the standard setup.